Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age Empires 4 replay. So on bottom right side is the blue Golden Horde. That is still just incorrect blue Golden Horde. We got the Spaniard. So on the left side as the magenta or purple English, we got Kaiser, Johan. Let's see, of course, got the oval up front. This map does have 1200 rather than 1600 stone deposits, so that won't last as long. This map has, let's see, another 1200 there, another 1200 there, so we've got a nice chain of 3 oval possible placements there, all in one screen. Large gold deposits in the center-ish. Purple has a bit of gold behind here. Small golds down here, so, and these are 4000s. They say 1600, 1200 is normal. I don't know why, that just seems small to me. I might be going a bit crazy, because that oval just seems a little bit small. So I thought I was like, oh, maybe it's a smaller one. No, that's just normal. I'm an idiot. Got the golden tent now going on up. We got the Abbey Kings going on up right here. Abbey Kings, of course, being deployed much quicker. The golden, we'll probably go for Khan Torgods. I don't think I've ever seen booting carts researched. Khans and Torgods. Let's see, for gold for blue, got the gold deposit behind here. We also got a pair of gold deposits way down south, so it looks like purple has a bit more usable gold deposits. Got one way up here, small one up here, and of course a large one in the center. So it feels like purple does a better map generation, by quite a bit honestly. Another gear here. On targets available in 35 seconds. Abbey Kings should be deployed out. Yeah, about that time as well. It feels like blue's progress bar is going up faster than purple's. Like this stone there, this is not House of Lancaster. This is the English, so there's probably a secondary town center somewhere. Does need a little bit more wood. Has enough resources. Going for a town center on the gold deposit. Going for another OVO here. And of course can go for another OVO here. Large ones down here. We've got a Khan and Torgod. How do I pronounce this anyway? Torgud? Torgod? I don't know. I butcher all the names. The king has been deployed on the field. The scout will spot the king. Got a pair of Torgods here. Let's see, 10 damage, normal attack speed, 2 armor. So 8 damage per attack versus 13 at a very slow attack speed. So Torgods can easily take it down, but he's going straight for the house. Trying to be a bit of a home record. Do some, pop capping your opponent at this age is not a bad idea. Another pair of Torgods now being deployed in the field. Single spearman is there. Scout taking some damage, doing some damage there. My apologies, I'm gonna open my drink. A little bit thirsty right now. And the Torgods are heading over here. We'll be forced away from the secondary town center. Barracks now being deployed in the field, another one. We do have a nice little mill here. There's Batu Khan. Takes a bit more damage there. And these units are starting to fall back. They do have, of course, normal heavy cavalry armor, just lower damage, high health. A bit more of a tinky heavy horseman. Sorry, I just had trouble with my drink. You know how sometimes the, whatchamacallit, the ring, the sealing ring, doesn't want to be removed from the lid, and I've been having that trouble lately. I think, they changed some of the compositions to the sealant ring, because it feels like they're having trouble being outright removed nowadays. Good number of spearmen here. 5 of them, 6 and 7 nearby. Does get a bit of stabbing there. Goes back the wrong direction, taking a lot of free damage there. Relatively poor control. Batukan also takes a stab. These guys, the scout took some damage there, but probably just town center fire there. Batukan's now healing himself up. Does get a bit of impalement there. Takes an exotic doggo. Use an arrow there. Of course, each arrow, let's see, plus 10% damage at age 3, increases 20, and age 4, increases 30%. These guys get stabbed a little bit more as well. House may be burnt down, but I think it's, yep, does get it repaired in time. Pair of archers here, hits the scout. The scout does offer same torch damage. Of course, you get bonus everything in the experiment, but the scout's of course closer to death, so maybe a good idea just to focus on that scout. More archers being employed in the field. Does take a bit of a stabbing. More archers in the build queue, not big surprise. This one's going for spearmen, so he's going for archers. It's a circle of life. You have the town center network castles activated. Of course, like unlike Mongols, Horde does not get any pillaging resources. White Tower now being established. Just King, Abbey of Kings, takes some force damage now. White Tower being deployed in the field, which will give him a good defensive position. Archers firing away, hitting some of these spearmans. He's going to go forward to hit some of these villagers, who of course have the 2 arrows in the town center. Picks off 1 villager. White Tower looks like will be built. The king is still alive, but actually not so sure where. Oh, there he is. Trying to rotate around, chase some of these villagers. Let's get inside the secondary town center now. The Golden Horde is now going for some spearmans. Maybe we'll just go for some siege engineers and try to get some battery ramps up, battle down this region. Of course, since he's not playing Mongols, does not get access to improved siege engineers. Gets some forward traction trebuchets. Does take out a village there. They're trying to collect some delicious venison. King does get stabbed a little bit here, but of course these are Dark Age spearmen. Golden Horde, when it comes to aging up, is also very far away from aging up, has nowhere near enough food or gold. When the Torgards do go down. We do have textiles being researched by the English player. Units trying to push forward, finds the town center. We do now have the mana arms upgrade, going for early mana arms or regular mana arms. He already has researched the early growth man-at-arms upgrade. +1 range armor being researched by the English player. And we've got rotating grazing for the Golden Horde. Or should I say the Blue Horde. Exotic doggo here. The king does stab some of these villagers. Villagers do manage to juke around. Archer's coming for a big volley here. It does have 3 inherent armor. So taking 2 damage per arrow. So it can take quite a bit of abuse. The king does stay alive. The king can get his way to the Abbey to get the massive health regen aura. These units are falling back. The Golden Horde player, the Blue Horde player, is about ready to age up. Has enough resources for it now. Monk does go down. Muskavi Yazek, which will of course give him access to, was it, +2 armor on infantry? Heavy infantry and heavy cavalry gets +2 range armor. He will also get 2 wood per minute, but gets reduced per heavy infantry and heavy cavalry unit. No, just Dark Age Spearmen. He has not researched even the Hardened Spearman upgrade. We have some English man-at-arms, which are armor clad and get quite a bit of extra armor onto them. +2/+2. Blue's starting to fall back. Purple has some forces here. When it comes to relics, Purple has actually picked up 2. Of course, Blue's not aged up just yet, so he hasn't picked up any. This will be relic number 3 and 4, and relic number 5 is way over here. We do have the Hardened Spearman upgrade, but of course against veteran spearmen, man-at-arms, and crossbowmen. He's about gunned. Does take out a villager there. We do have this oval here, make it torched down. Villagers may want to avoid being in this region. Try and build another barracks. King charge way forward, trying to get some good damage here. Cancels the barracks off Twitter. Of course, we do have the fortified outpost. No textiles for Blue. He does have the fast production speed tenet. Does take out for that archery range. Right now, man-at-arms probably would be the best call for the Golden Horde player. For current composition, though crossbowmen will be a bit of trouble, and of course the armored-clad man-at-arms would be also a bit of trouble as well. Maybe Springolds would be good. Does hit one of those man-at-arms. Man-at-arms do take a bit of damage. Does take it. Some of these are getting taken out. +2 range armor mining upgrade for Purple. Right now, the English player does a good number of crossbowmen, man-at-arms, and spearmen. Golden Horde player does have a good number of crossbows as well, a greater number, good number of archers still, and good number of man-at-arms. Veteran horseman research for the English player. The Khans and Torgards are going to hit these villagers. Blue is does take out the king. The king is dead. Does force back the villagers, force back these units. Some of them pretty wounded. One of the relics is here. Blue could try claiming it, though it does not have any shamans on the field. Monastery does take some damage here, and that's where 3 relics are stored. All 3 relics he has claimed. He does have a 4th one picked up. So he managed to pick up the one way over there. This monk is on a long distance journey. Horseman, charge away 4. Still got spear and man-at-arms here. Got some man-at-arms up here. Don't see any tributes at the moment. Nor any of the Karashes, whatever it's called. Blue's front line is starting to disintegrate. Purple's crossbow just chugging away in the back line. So is Blue's. Looks like Blue's man-at-arms do pull back a brief moment. More reinforcements by Purple over here, as well as by Blue, bringing his cavalry. I still think Purple has the upper hand, but it's getting pretty close. More crossbow and man-at-arms push their way forward. Archer is now pursuing the crossbow and does force him back a little bit there. Purple doesn't have too many units in the front line anymore. Blue has pretty much none either. This one melee armor being reached by the English player. We do have some Roost tributes on the field. And none of the Karashes, or whatever they're called. Now the fortified outpost there has not researched the glorious charge ability just yet. Capturing that sacred site. And we do have another oval being salvaged way up here. So as far as I don't see this one being established, this one does get built. We do have the network of castles activated. Does not have network citadels just yet. Monastery there will go down. He has all 5 relics. Now he only has 3 relics at the moment. No shamans in the field, so those relics are safe enough not to be captured. Basic wooden walls are over here. Over here, we do have the fortified outpost being established over here. Purple does have a visionless area thanks to that nearby mining camp, and these are blue walls, Warren Guard Palace, and stone armies being researched. Stone armies does provide the Golden Tent itself can rapidly reduce unique units at discounted stone cost. Torbert's stone cost and production speeds are decreased by 20%. Roost tributes are upgraded with increased armor and a axe, which I don't think it's the same axe used by the same damage profile as the whatchamacallit, the Schultzy, but still an upgrade for them nonetheless. Horseman Knights taking some damage here, but we'll pass on by. Guard Palace does give the English player access to some unique units, as well as some specialized cheap armies, particularly the Guard Raiders. Not only get deploy a bunch of horses for cheap, but also for quickly. Well, a couple of knights and horsemen, I should say. And I got the Guard army, which basically you pay for the price of a pair of crossbowmen, pair of spearmen, and get a free trebuchet to go along with it. You now the enclosures research, Tithe Barn, and I think that was military academies that got completed. Not paying close enough attention. Yep, they are equipped with an axe, which, yep, just from that, was it 40 something damage? It's just 16 damage. They do get plus 8 for this cabinet, so it's the not the Schultzy axe, but the militia axe. And this age they do have 3-4 base armor. Purple's trying to go for a keep here. There's a spring golem placement on this fortified outpost. And Knights get a pretty good impalement there. Blue does lose a decent number of villagers. Looks like so far Purple's killed off 25, Blue's only killed off 10. Keep has employed field, which also give a network of castles. But there's still no Commander Shepherd upgrade for citadels. Blue is sort of pushing forward, but he has no siege weapons to take on that keep. Or even units that are torched down. Batukan and Torgur's advancing. We're hitting some of those units there. We do have some Guard Rangers mixed on in, and an axe on the longbow variant. Nice, get a great amount of impalement there. And I don't think Blue has siege engineers. Looks like Batukan goes down as well as the king. Number of veteran horsemen here. Oh nope, those are just regular horsemen. Horsemen do try to close on these villagers, get some damage there. Elite Knights just got completed. Horsemen trying to skim on through, but he's having trouble with the Sim City. Horseman finds a flank to hit these Warguard Rangers and crossmen from behind. Oh, we do have incendiary arrows researched by Blue. Seeing some rounds into crossbow shots into those elite knights. He's still got some Englishman arms. Right now they're at 810 armor. But he does have armor clad research, just needs more other armors. Bombard there, English bombard. So Blue does lose everything here. Keep is still standing. Bombard will get picked off, which is very nice for him. Units we start torching down the keep. Right now they have 21 torch damage. There's a good number of torch units torching it down. We're 15 damage per attack. Villagers trying to escape up north, but these are Blue's walls, and that is a dead end. And soon to be dead end. Villagers could be intercepted a little bit more. Now he's just going to intercept them a little bit more. Oh, there's the elite horseman upgrade. Oh, that's a blue line of range units, not a purple line. So I torch down some of these structures. All of those relics are now free upon the lay waste of the world. Down south, we do have these knights and horsemen moving around. Don't see villagers on these guys. Are they all dead or are they hidden away? Because I don't see any villagers on the stockyards, and not even corpses either. Right now, purple does have 112 villagers versus 95. We do now have padded armor. Horseman does go down there. Oh, there's some Warguard footmen I think I see in there. Got the Capital, White Tower, and Council all firing away. A lot of defensive arrows here. Blue doesn't really have an army of siege armor to take this all on. I think it's reinforced heading over here as well. Units take a bit of damage. Horsemen pushing over here. Some of these units starting to go on down, but we've got a good number of cavalry here by the English player. These units starting to fall back. Another round of Warguard Rangers being pulled in the field, help arrange all these units. The Kings, or all these forces here, are receiving some massive health regen benefits thanks to the Abbey of Kings. Some units here. Purple has some units here. Blue's villagers can be intercepted, will be intercepted. Blue's army is trying to intercept those forces now. Blue right now has 82 villagers and not a pop cap. Purple's also not a pop cap. Those are trying to back on off. Got these guys heading down south. Some villagers are going on down. Over here, we got some knights here, so the English player is attacking from multiple locations at once by the Golden Horde player. Very nice. These guys are making their way even farther forward. Blue's army is mostly infantry right now, so you can trouble countering the stuff in behind. He doesn't have siege engineers, so he's going to have trouble pulling out siege troops in the front line. Got 60 villagers versus 118. Lone Food has some wood and gold to work with. Biggest problem is food right now. Horsemen and trying to engage. Got a good number of spearmen now. And more Wormguard Rangers. Crossbowmen firing away and his archers. Wormguard Rangers focusing on all those units. He does have silk bowstring, so you have 9 range. Over here, we've got some stuff being tortured on down. Got these Torgards here to be intercepted. I think Blue's on the at this rate probably gonna be knocked out of the game. He's half the villagers. His economy doesn't have a massive reserve. The English player has a very good reserve of food, a good usable reserve of gold. Not too much wood, but he has the 2 important resources. More of these villagers being intercepted now. When it comes to gold placement, there's still gold left on the map, not as size obtaining. Villagers being pursued by the horsemen now. Still sitting around 65, 66. He has built a secondary town center, which will help him recover a certain degree. But right now, Blue's doing a great job or Purple's doing a great job calling off villagers. There's different villager counts, but when you have your set amount twice the amount, it's not going great for Blue. When it comes to destroyed value, Purple has also a much higher destroyed value. Resources collects. Blue does actually have a higher resource collected. It's not taking up, so may not include the resources collected by the Ovos, now looking at it. That part's not ticking. Oh no, wait, never mind, that's just the short value. I'm getting that mixed up already, my bad. The top value is resource collected, the bottom value is destroyed value. I really wish both the 2 texts weren't white. I think the 2 texts collected both on top per blue and purple rather than blue, white, same player versus purple, white, same player. Either way, the short value actually is in favor of blue by a small amount, while purple has a much higher collected rate. Much higher. Army value wise, blue has about a 2,000 resource advantage. And war kills, of course, much higher. Right now he has nearly triple the amount of villagers. And see, the Golden Horde does not have maxed out economic upgrades, and all the passes of the English economy is probably nearly doubled, not to mention all the relics and all the sacred sites. Blue does get a nice round here with all the horsemen. And blue does clean off the army, which is very important, giving a lot more breathing room. But purple is almost maxed out. Blue is far from it. Blue has an army size of 64 versus 50, and value is still in favor of blue. Which actually is quite surprising. Though the English players are starting to remass now, going for some Warren Guard footmen, Warren Guard raiders, not a Warren Guard battering ram. Mix of everything. Warren Guard footmen have bonus damage versus cavalry, which should go quite nicely at the moment. Right now you can see here, a footman has 23 plus 5 with 311 armor, or 611 armor at the moment. Similar to the Roost tributes at this aspect. But much higher health, I believe. You have 280 health without elite armor tactics. With elite armor tactics, he has 264. More bonus damage, less base damage, but looks like faster attack speed. Big engagement here. Spearmen and War Guard footmen advancing. Crossbow needs to be make sure they focus on heavy infantry, but getting overrun by horsemen. More reinforcement here, including knights and longbowmen. It looks like blue's armor will be cleaned on up, and blue does back the game now. AngradeVT saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.